Hey everybody, how you doing? This is a sunrise session. I haven't been sleeping well for the last few days. And this morning I got up and it's been post gnarly Kona storms here in Hawaii. And, I said, why not just do some cheese? I need to listen to some music. I need, and I mean, I could have done that on my own, right? But I decided to come in here and hang out with the Kados. And I don't know, maybe about an hour and a half worth of, time. Just drink the coffee, watch the sunrise in the background. If it does, I don't know. It's pretty cloudy outside still. A little bit of hangover from the storm. So we got a lot of clouds. We got some showers passing through today. But I hope everybody else is doing well. I hope the weather in your world, in your mind, outside is manageable and you're dressed for it. That's kind of funny. The weather in your mind. Are you dressed for it? That might be a post for my positive wave writer. I don't know. Go down that stream of consciousness. Hey, Turnip, how are you? Good to see you here as well, Ammon and everybody else. Okay, so we're just doing Wheel of Cheese today. So let me get to the Wheel of Cheese, and I'm refreshing the list right now. I noticed somebody had asked if I do the old wheel and refresh it. At the end of every stream, I end the form, so it erases everything. And so that is why I don't kind of go back into the old form, because it no longer exists. All right, what do you say we start our first Wheel of Cheese session here? And let me get the, let me refresh it. That's not us, that's an old, that's yes, that's the last time I was using it. All right, here we go. All right, oh, you got quite a few people hanging out here, my usual suspects. By the way, hi everybody and good morning. Let's go, our first Wheel of Cheese. All right. Memory Seizure. That's an appropriate name. It plays so much in my world lately. Memory Seizure, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's see what Memory Seizure would like us to check out here. Memory Seizure. All right. I'm a music producer, sound engineer, and conceptual artist band in Italy. The single is a small chapter of a much bigger story being told only through music. It's personal and intimate. My first steps in music were strongly rooted in hip-hop culture. After a few years, I deviated towards ambient, electronic, experimental, and glitch music, blending the ideas of blending together sampling, arranging, and mixing techniques with characteristic sounds of genres as lo-fi, post-rock, orchestral music as well. Oh, that's going to sound interesting. The idea behind this choice was mainly influenced by my real-life condition. As a person who's living with epilepsy, with everything it leads to in every aspect of life, I felt that this song is specific. Felt that blended together different elements from these genres was the right thing to do. Too early for me to be reading a lot. Since the electricity distortion and glitches are part of me. This song specifically was meant to express a sense of unease, and the idea of something went wrong was already there. During production, it also helped that I lost some project files from my DAW and stuff like that. So I decided to mix master using a single MP3 bounce, which I had most recently of the most recent changes. Does it sound good? No, but I felt it was perfect to consider the concept. So something went wrong in every aspect of it. I hope it makes sense. Thank you. All right, let's go. Hey, you won. That's what I'm talking about. You did win. All right, let's do this. This is Memory Seizure as an artist, right here with us right now, having us listening to a song that he kind of, as I just read before, put together in a very unique way. The name of the song is Something Went Wrong. Let's go. I'm switching my scenes here. Okay, volume's up. Oh, there it is. Okay. I love every 8 bars you're building something into this. It's very nice. This is actually a great way to start the stream. This is a very marinating, smooth groove that we're getting into here. I like the phrasing of the arpeggiation you have going up on top. Oh, I like how you're pulling things back a little bit here. Probably leads me to believe as a producer there could be something very large coming. I love that space you put in there. That's really, really super important to the track. And of course, this is a lot more lifted. There's melodic lines that are happening here that I'm really enjoying. There's a lot going on back there. Well, congratulations, man. That was really super shakadoobies, man. That was a great track. I loved how you every 8 bars gave us something new. And the pattern was so laid back and chill. It was something to get yourself into. It's kind of a cleansing of the emotional palette. Ironically that you said, because, there's all these influences that you had, and, and you're saying that this isn't even, the best of what you did because you lost, files and everything. I thought this was, hey, we got rated. How's it, everybody? Hey, Hellfree, how are you? So what ends up happening that I'm really enjoying this is you get us really nicely set in a pattern, slowly coming up too. For a second, I didn't know if I was hearing any space or there was something way back that I couldn't hear because I'm old. But I'm listening to you bring this up slowly, and then you start off with a very soft little pattern. You make us kind of lean into it. You made me lean into it going, what's going to go on here? And so every 8 bars, you added a very unique arrangement to it. But one of the things I just want to circle back really quick is you gave us probably about 2 measures almost, it felt like, of silence before you, even though I said, I feel something's coming. And then you threw it all in there. And there was all these little intricate lines, and there was a couple of melodic lines that were going out there up on top, a little bit on the side. You did really well with placing some of the arrangements just off center a little bit, so they had their own life. They can talk to each other and these counter arrangement kind of vibes there. But for as you claim, this is kind of a, well, this is what I had left of tracks to use, and I'm only mixing it out of this. So here it is. Hey, great job. You know, so, you know, by the way, guys, in the chat, I did put the link to your track. So everybody, congratulations to Memory Seizure on your track. And thanks for bringing it here to the Abbacados to hang out and chill. That was really super duper. Yes. Yes, I do have my hard drive flying. Okay, let's refresh and get ourselves back to some cheese. See what we got here. I think if I have some friends who are chilling out, I guess with the raid, is that what it was? A raid? You can, if you want, you can put your song request on the form that's tagged to the top, and I spin the wheel, and if it lands on you and we listen to your song, just nothing more than 7 minutes, and otherwise it's an automatic punt, any genre you want. All right, refreshing wheel, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do this. Boom, boom. We shall spin. Hey, Cycloid, how are you, buddy? Who do we got here? Oh, looks like we got some new folks too and everything. Or you have, and it's been a while since you've been here. Natsu 702. Let's see what Natsu 702 wants. All right. So no message, but it looks like this is from an anime called Detective Conan. Do you guys know of this anime called Detective Conan? I think, yeah, it's called, okay, so there's no message here. So it's called Detective Conan is the anime, and the name of the song is Iwa Itsumo. All right, let's do this. A little bit of a low volume there. I love all the MIDI orchestral sounds. It's nostalgic. I bet this guy would have just absolutely loved it if we had had enough money for live orchestra. Oh, nice. Yeah, those runs. They're nostalgic for me. I'm sorry. That's my brain went. I'm actually bummed that it's that short. The one thing, obviously, this is in an era where maybe there wasn't a lot of money invested in the anime up front or something, where the composer used, let's just say, hybrid orchestral sounds. But I could tell that the composer, without a doubt, is an orchestral composer. All of his arrangements and stuff were very telltale of somebody who's written for live, musicians and stuff playing in orchestra. Was nicely surprised when the vocals came in. So I thought that was really badass. It was very beautiful. I don't know, apparently something as short as 1:47, this had to have been part of a scene. Maybe some kind of a love scene. Maybe the music underneath there's dialogue going back and forth a little bit between a couple of people, because I don't understand the lyrics. Obviously, I don't know if it's a love scene or if it's a compassion scene or something, but it felt like it. Obviously, the music was very kind of like compassionate. Could have been, you know, a little sadness somewhere in it, the melody, with a little bit of hope. And then the vocals came in. Once again, I just can't help but thinking of just how much incredible music and talent has come out of the source, the media of anime, and the kind of music that's been written and the kind of focus on music, which is mind-numbingly wonderful to hear. So it was written for a scene. I see. It felt like it. At a minute 47, it kind of feels like it. Everybody who's just rolling up, yeah, sorry guys, I just woke up way early, haven't been sleeping well, and we're going to watch the sunrise. I can see it starting to peek through a little bit. You know, you'd probably notice here against that, it'll get bluer and bluer. I don't have an outside cam. That would be kind of fun if I could switch to an outside cam. Anyhow, all right, let's continue on. Thank you so much for submitting that. I really enjoyed it. By the way, if you're new here, there's a form that's tacked up on the chat. It's just called the Wheel of Cheese today. You put your name in there and a song request up to 7 minutes. I don't care what style, but only up to 7 minutes. At 7:01, it gets an automatic punt, so just be aware of that. And so let's continue. Hi, Lisa. Oh, this is church? Yeah, this is your church for the day. Sorry, we can try to do some church music. What do they call it? Worship music? All right, let me refresh and get out of this space. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to say that either. I can only... Oh, my God. Let me just keep moving on here. Let's just pretend nothing happened. You didn't see what was happening over here. Oh, my God. Here we go. Let's just refresh the Wheel of Cheese here. There we go. Okay. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, looks like Melchoir Blade. Yes, almost LC. Okay, let's see what Melchoir wants today. I do want to let you guys know, any donos that come in today, I just noticed that I got a dono in and stuff today. I will not be doing donos today, but I think I'm coming in tomorrow. This might be a 1, 2, 3 day in a row for me. If that's the case, I'll catch up on your dono. Okay. This is for Melchoir Blade. Oops. All right, let's see what Melchoir Blade wants here. For those of you who are following, how's it? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your journey here. We're a bunch of music nerds here. We are. That's all it is. It's a small community. We love music, and it's a great place to be distracted, and a safe place, thanks to our mods. All right, I do not have a message here. We're just going to be listening to some music from Final Fantasy XIII. 13. I didn't drink my memory tea. I'm having a memory seizure. The song is from Final Fantasy 13, and the name of the track is going to be Nautilus. Let's go. That's what live orchestral sounds like. Oh, beautiful. Very Disney. Oh my God, this paints such beautiful theater of the mind to me. Because I've never played the game, so everything that's just coming to life in my head is just being driven by this. It's beautiful. This is huge. This is... We don't hear anything like this in the West anymore. so incredibly well arranged and composed. So many movements in this, though, you know, changes in dynamics and stuff. This, I would love to see where scene against this. Ooh, that low brass section. Wow. Beautiful arrangements. That last little... Sound like an English horn back there. Always waiting for the oboe to make an entrance. I love that oboe bassoon talking back and forth right there. This is so wonderful. Ooh, left us guessing on what. You know if you know. Minor third, major third. Absolute chicken skin for me on this. Yeah, the oboe gets the last word right there. What an absolutely beautiful piece of music. There's so many different enriched areas there where there are these beautiful counter arrangements, the answer, callback, talk to, respond, whether it's the oboe and the bassoon or the horns or the clarinets. A lot of what I call fanfare dynamics that I love are such... They're baked in things that most of us who listen to music, we understand, where if a phrase is about to turn around and you hear the sweep of a harp, you know, or, you know, with the flutes doing the same thing, or something in the background. It doesn't even have to be a whole section. It could be just literally like a harp, or maybe assigned to a couple of flutes and stuff, these turnarounds that come around. And the emphasis on that is it connects to a part of us that are what I call the pure listeners. I haven't used that word in a long time. It just indicates, it sends out a message that the change is coming, and you feel the build, but we're going to emphasize it with the, you know, those really beautiful runs that are all connected and stuff like that. But this piece of music was as top cinematic musicals, like I'm talking musicals from like the 40s and the 50s, you know, that they, you know, the Hollywood style musicals and stuff. There's no two ways about it. There's just no comparison to that level of composition and arrangement. To me, in my mind, when I layer it to that, when I sit there and I go, man, this is just, plus 20 fire damage. So yeah, that's my thoughts. It was just absolutely beautiful. I loved it, every bit of it. So wow. I said a lot on that, but it was worthy of that. Don't you think? I do. All right, let's continue on our journey of Wheel of Cheese here. I'm refreshing. Do-do-do. Oh, geez, a lot of people in the house came in. All right, guys, you ready? Let's spin. And it looks like it's going to be Lee. Lee Skidooski. How are you, Ski? I be fine, Ski. Is Panty Cakes out of the shower yet? I don't know if he's... Let the wars begin. Let me see. Why can't I find... Where's Lee? H-I-J-K... Oh, there you are. Look at me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H, okay, L, 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 right, L, L, L. I feel like Rain Man. There's 24 letters in the alphabet, 26 letters, 25 letters in the alphabet. Yes, there's 25. Okay. Okay, his message is, I've been at Game On Expo in Phoenix all weekend. I hear the weather's been pretty nice out there. So in light of the con, here's one of my favorite songs ever from a game soundtrack. From Silent Hill 3, my favorite game in the series. This actually isn't in the game itself. It was a bonus track on the soundtrack album. In-game, there's a stripped. I was like, really? Okay, all right. There's a stripped down version of this song that's very different in structure and style, but this is the full studio version, is phenomenal. It's by Akira Yamaoka with Mary Elizabeth McGlynn on vocals. And this is a studio version. I'm sorry, that was pretty... that was like, yeah, right, I did get my... old habits die hard, right? Talking from the old ex-stripper point of view. Okay, here we go. So this is from Silent Hill 3. The name of the song is I Want Love. This is the studio mix. And this is from Lee, who wins here on my Wheel of Cheese. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds like they're just using the overheads right now for the hi-hat, doesn't it?
I want a cup that overflows with love, although it's not enough to fill my heart. I want a barrel full of love, although I know it's not enough to fill my heart. Will still remain. I need an ocean full of love, although I know the holes will still remain.
Oh, beefcake bass right there. Ooh, that bass is chunky. It's fluff. Oh, I love the dynamics in her voice. Jeez. Great melody for a hook. The producer must be the bass player. Classic songwriting, bring it all the way up to the hook. Maybe not so classic. Looks looking for a second verse, but got ourselves a solo here. Guys, what other bands, genres does this fit? Quite a few overdubs with the guitars. There's a Hendrix song that's coming to mind. I don't know why. Along the Watchtower, that was it, right? I like that major moment. Stand for the composer. God, they're using such a soft compression on that bass. I think one of the things that made me pull back into thinking had a little bit of the Hendrix kind of feel to it was the vibe of the chord changes, a little bit of the guitar too. I don't know why, but the Watchtower callback was what I was looking for in that. She is a great singer. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with who she is because I'm old and out of touch. I love the sultriness of the whole thing. I love this the Haight-Ashbury vibe. How about that? Is that a good way to put it? Kind of a Haight-Ashbury rock moment in it, which I thought is very powerful and impactful. And that melody, that da 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 da, with the interval in there, very very punchy and hooky. I was, like I said, it took a minute to get into that hook, and I was expecting a second verse, but I love the fact that it led into a little solo section, and then versed out and chorused out too. So, yeah, this was a badass track. Thanks for hanging in there on the Wheel of Cheese. Hey, Libido Wizard, how's it? Welcome to the chat, man. All right, let's continue on. Spinning the Wheel of Cheese. If you're just here for the very first time, just chilling out with us music nerds here. Music of any type, there's a form at the top of the chat. You can just put your name and the song in there that you want me to listen to, and if it lands on your name, we listen to your music. Nothing longer than 7 minutes. That is the big rule. If it's 7:01, it gets punted. But any style of music is what I'm saying. All right. Let me get back to the Wheel of Cheese here. And Lee, thank you for that track. Okay, here we go. Guys ready for some speen? Oh my God, I gotta go and make a cup of coffee after this. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. Who do we got? Oh, Cycloid was like all clinched. Varix, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Let me see what's going on here with Varix. Hang on for a second. Fentool says he doesn't see his name. Let me just take a quick look. Make sure. Huh. You know what? You're right. Maybe you should resubmit and see what happens. Or wait a second. I want to make sure because maybe the refresh didn't click in time. So just give me a second. I just want to make sure everybody's. Yeah, I don't see you here, so you're going to have to resubmit, Fentol. All right, Verex 77777. Let's see what we got here. We have got a track called No Message here. New York City Chill Harmonic is the name of the band or the artist. The song is Mean. This is for Verex 777. You guys ready? Let's go. See if this is a mean track. Wow, what a unique arrangement and tones for something that would otherwise be so gnarly metalcore-ish, wouldn't it? Ooh, this is badass. Ooh. Nice little play on rhythm. Wow, I am so digging this arrangement. And the orchestra and the instrument use. The secret sparkly little arrangement is the shaker. So it's like a brass section gent metally core kind of vibe, isn't it? Uh-oh, my mind just went into Phrygian mode. Great bass tone. Go bass, man. Yeah, there's definitely full brass section. Did you hear that bass sax over there? Some witchcraft Ouija board shit going on in the video, isn't there? God, the instrumentation is so abstract, it makes it so much cooler. Mystically kind of pulling at the heartstrings of doom in such a subtle. So well written, man. The arrangements reminds me of, like, let's say a high school band, marching band, with a metal garage band infused. That's not a ding. I'll explain it. That voodoo doll. Watch out, don't get on the bad side of her. That was such a badass track. It had all the elements that I fully love, which is that if you're going to go into that dark zone, that da, 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 those little changes that happen breeds, what I call kind of a negative, positive, Phrygian vibe out of me, where I feel like I want to pick up my guitar and go. But the arrangements, it sounded like it was brass metal, and that they didn't try to make it perfect. And what I mean by that from a producer engineer point of view is like, squeeze everything in, make sure everything starts the exact same time, make it that very stop-start genty thing that I was talking about a few days ago when we were listening to that band. I think it was Shokan or something like that. And that's just an engineering technique. It just let the flow of it kind of punch through. Of course, another thing that I love is the fact that the drummer had a blast doing cut time, straight time, moving around it. There was a little bit of a time shift in the first verse. Anybody else hear that? Of course, she sounds great. The texture of her voice against that kind of arrangement and instrumentation sounded just full on. I've never heard of the NYC Hill Harmonics or Chill Harmonics or whatever the case is. This is a badass track. Somebody let them know that it ended up here on Twitch. I really dug this track. I'm saving it to my own playlist for sure. Good call, Varex. I know, right? On that baritone. I said bass sax. I was thinking bass clarinet. It's just my brain. It's early in the morning. You guys watching the sun come up, right? Here's the blue from the window. But it is cloudy, so we're not going to get a sunrise. It is, what time is it here? It's 7 in the morning for me here. All right, let's continue on. How about some more cheese? Would you like some more cheese with your breakfast omelet for this session? Breakfast session for me. Okay, guys, that's what I'm talking about. I just, let me see here. More cheese, refresh. And here we go. All right. It gets worse though, Ammon. You see, you're confusing the high ends. I was confusing the low end. The older you get, you lose your high end. I played into that really well. I'll just spin. Shut up. Who's the winner today? Is going to be, Lisa's coming in for some myrrh. Lisa just won. Lisa, are you up? I'm sorry. I don't know what time it is. You said it was, you were just getting up there. And so let's see what LC. Almost blind element. You were just right there. All right. Let's see what Lisa wants. Okay. Oh, looks like we are going to get an extended pleasure of listening to some more of Lisa's music. The last track she played us in the last stream was, I so dug that. So now it looks like we're going to get some new stuff over here. Thank you, Lisa. So here's a track I haven't shared here yet from my album. I'd say it's my most Nujabes-esque track, even though that wasn't necessarily my aim. It actually serves as a reprise of the rest of the album before the final piece. So there are some bits that reference earlier tracks that stand out at points, but still fit the track. Figured it was appropriate after this weekend. Okay, let's do this. So this is one of our Kados here, everybody. Everybody here. Because you know you can do that. If you got your own music, bring it in here. You know, we'll listen to it. Let's have fun. Because we are music nerds. This is from Elsie Yeen, better known as Lisa. And the name of the track is Lonely Dabs by Your Graves. Lonely Dabs by Your Grave. If I did a dab at my grave, I probably wouldn't remember I was at my grave. As the Rain Ends. All right, guys, let's go. Right there, just you got me right there in that opening tone. Very dab worthy. Yes, sir. Come on, everybody in the chat. We need that floaty dancing emoji. I like the sustain pad in the back. Oof, love that. I love your EP chord changes. Very lo-fi-ish, but very nice and wet in the reverb. Hey Tyler, how you doing? Welcome back. I love that back there. I hear you. Sorry, I'm officially dabbing out to your track right now. Piano, what you doing over there? That sounds great. What you're doing with the little bell sound and then having the other synth in unison. Love your choices there. So many nice little things happening back there. It's such a nice jam. Okay, let me give you a hypothetical spark then. The piano there is like an old Smoky Bar upright sound. I love that. What are the intricate things that you got going in there that I love? Ooh, I love how you're leaving this. Oh, dead stop. Caught me off guard there. Oh man, that's taking the propofol and just changing it up right there. Wonderful track, Lisa. Absolutely wonderful track. I loved every bit of it. It was such a glide. It is worthy of a beautiful video of something. You know, you write a lot of really good tracks, you know. Don't know what your intentions are with your tracks, except for maybe putting out great music and just letting people rinse to it and stuff like that. But I think a track like that, you know, you can get creative and just go outside and just walk around with that kind of vibe. For me, it would have been like if you're going outside and just walking down the park, you know, adding just some kind of overlay effects to it. Not even you being in it if you don't want it. I'm just saying it ties into that flow, taking it to that imaginary level video-wise. But outside of that, you know, that's just me. Yeah, business-minded marketing guy kind of guy thing going. But what a great track. I loved all the little itty-bitty arrangements that you had going on through there. And it was nice, too, because a couple of times you muted a few things. You decided to kind of pull things out, and you gave us a little sampling of all the stuff you had existing back there, which a lot of times does get buried. I mean, there's times I've done mixes where I'm going, I see it in the LED. I see it in my channel. I know it's there, but I can't hear it. But I know it's there. So I leave it there until something happens. You mute it out and you can hear it. Great track, Lisa. I think that's wonderful. Yes, hey, Parka pal. Yeah, it's late. I want to answer really quick. Memory Seizure. Do you think the kind of music that I shared before has potential to be licensed? Let me tell you something. Any kind of music. And what I mean by that is, yes, there's a standard that music libraries are going to listen to as far as quality of, but yes, definitely. Even Lisa's track definitely could be licensed out. There's no two ways about it. The trick is getting somebody in that world, in the music supervisor world, to agree with you, and therefore, you know. But yes, you're definitely ready to go. There's no two ways about it. Okay. Let's continue on. More cheese, please. Welcome to this early morning sunrise session, Sunday morning. Mega Music. You thought I was going to say Mega Church, but no, Mega Music. This is where we celebrate the real power of the universe. Uh-oh. All the religious people are going to come after me right now. I'm just saying, in a very, you know, music goes through all religions, doesn't it? Is that not something? Okay, geez, I went there. Yes, that coffee's kicking in. It is Sunday morning. And for a lot of people, it's a very spiritual day. But the through line, no matter what religion you believe in or don't believe in, music is always part of that journey. I'm just saying. I will stop right there before I get canceled. Bruh. All right, let's go. All right, refreshing the list. We're back to Wheel of Cheese. All right, you guys ready? Hey, Ornai's in the house too. I can see there's a lot of people here on the wheel. Well, no, I'm sorry. The Wheel of Cheese that do not participate in the chat. I want to say thank you, though, for hanging out, dropping your song request in there. It's always cool. I know that there's a very big percentage of people who just want to chill and enjoy, and you know, get the opportunity to maybe listen to your track here. So I see you, but I don't see you. But I see you on the. I can't. This is weird. On the cheesy wheel. Okay, here we go. Spin. Brrr. Oh! we thought Jack Zero was out of his mind, going yay, and then blah, blah, blah. You got cheesed on, Jack. I'm sorry. Next time. All right. So we actually, I know, right? So we actually also had some music from Wapata Skloritotiki. You win. Are you still here? I know, right? I'm like, all right. Well, let's see what Wapata wants. I'm just going to say Wapata. I think that helps me in my tongue twisting morning. So Wapata wins our Wheel of Cheese. And so tasty time signatures and one of my favorite bass fill-ins I've heard right after the first chorus. Now you're setting me off to listen to it. So this is from Wapata. The name of the anime is Orb on the Movements of the Earth. The song is Aporia. All right. Let's see what Wapata is bringing us. And says I've got to listen to the bass after the hook. That's all of our mission, okay? If you know where the hook is. Here we go. This is already super badass. What is this? Love the little syncopation pop off there. Love the tone of the voice of the singer. This is a great track. I love the arrangements here. Mandolin, maybe? Okay, let's get ready. We're gonna hear a bass line coming soon. Oh, that was so badass. Come on, guys, give a thumbs up for that bass run up. What a great sense of instrumentation using that mandolin style. So unique. Two different patterns too. And that bass tone is so warm and soapy. Love the ghost notes with the snare too. The drumming's been phenomenal. Nice little drop of the reverb there. Add a little bit of intimacy right there. So many little things that I'm making stank face at. Ooh, nice chord there. I don't want the song to end. Ah, what a beautiful, beautiful track. Absolutely beautiful track. It hit with me on so many levels, from the rhythmic setup at the very beginning. There's a little bit of syncopation that's going on with the piano chord playing that's going through there. Her voice is beautiful. Once again, plays right into that rant I had a little earlier about the kind of quality music and pushing of compositions and arrangements and songwriting, everything. Songwriting skills, epic, obviously, into a minute to win it for the hook and everything. But I am kind of taken back a little bit by the very unique choice that the producer, composer, arranger decided to use. It sounds like a mandolin. It wasn't quite as, and it sounded like there's a possibility that, it's a mandolin, but they cut it and kind of did some pseudo high pass roll off on the high end a little bit. And just bringing that in also with the hook. And that was a very important part of the hook, is the little pattern on this side that was and then yes, oh fascia, that bass turn around, that passage right before the second verse. Come on, that was beautiful. And also a very nice tone on the bass, maybe like the forward pickups on that. And it didn't quite sound like it was fretless, but you could play bass in it and get fretless tones out of it, depending on the kind of dynamics you have with your hands and stuff as you're playing it and stuff. But what a great track. Absolutely perfect moment for me to listen to this. Oops, sorry, job opening. Yeah, In It to Win It. Beautiful track, through and through. Listening to some great music this morning. All right, let's continue our Wheel of Cheese. If you're lurking in the background, you've never dropped by here, there's a little form on top of the chat, and you can put in a request. And if you win the Wheel of Cheese, we listen to your song. The only caveat is nothing longer than 7 minutes. If it's 7:01, it's an automatic punt. As we go on, I do want to thank my mods to Turnip and 1AM lurking in the background. I really appreciate you guys, and also Kazi and others watching out. For us on the stream here in our music nerd session. All right, here we go. Let me repopulate. I know, Jake, and that was so close, wasn't it? I hate to rub that in. Am I rubbing that in? Am I rubbing that in too much? It was that close. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. Who do we got? Is it? Oh my, how close too. Ammon, you're in it to win it again. Didn't you won once a while ago, didn't you? I think on the last stream even. Okay, guys. We're going to listen to some music courtesy of Ammon. Okay, here we go. Let me read this here. My friend Eleganza and I have enjoyed introducing each other to new music for a couple of years now. Even though we come from very different musical backgrounds and preferences, we always endeavor to maintain principles of trust, honesty, respect, and curiosity whenever we share an artist's work. I should just take that right there and put that on my opening starting stream card there. That's such a very well written line there. Regardless if it is or isn't within our wheelhouse, well, good golly gee, doesn't this all sound familiar? When I shared with them the My Bloody Valentine album, Loveless, they instantly became enamored with the shoegaze style. Ooh, I'm digging the shoegaze. Much to a warm joy. Later on, they shared with me this Irish artist that they discovered on their own afterward, and soon enough, I was also enamored with what it is I heard as well. I've shared several songs before here that came from various musical conversations, as I do value the perspective and insight. So, as appreciation of their friendship, I wanted to share this dreamy little gem on their behalf. Hope you all enjoy soaking in this calm and serene bath of headspace. And mahalo as always. Man, your wordsmithing is, I love that. I just love the way you write. Okay, so this is an artist by the name of Maria Somerville, and the name of the song is Spring. This is coming to us from Ammon. Let's go. Whatever that stringed instrument is there, it sounds like they detuned or downtuned or something. God, there was this weird dissonance back there in the harmonics. Those pads are beautiful back there, so hugging. And her tone of voice matches so well in this mix. Oh, this is a jam. Right there, just kind of. That bass. That distorted sound design echoing back there. I like that as an adjacent vibe there. I guess maybe this is a different singer or the tone, but I love what they're doing with the engineering here. Very shoegaze. It's got that ambient, ethereal vibe that I love so much, Ammon. And especially the laid back, where the tempo was, the whole pocket. That was probably my best response, that sigh. I love that they put a little effort, or not effort, in the creative brushstroke of a unique position of the voice up front. You know, it was a little forward, had a little bit of a very unique side chaining, kind of made it nice and wide and swimming around and stuff. And then this last bit of vocal EQing. I don't know if it was the same singer or not. The opening and then the closing strumming also, it sounded like it's definitely a string instrument, but I don't know if it was a guitar. It sounded like if it was maybe tuned differently. They just kept that part of the percussive arrangement in going. But for me, the whole thing was a complete vibe through and through because the vocal, even though the melody of the vocal was as smooth and buttery as the pads and everything in the background. But for me, that tempo, you see, it's that tempo is also magic. Great bass line. For a second, I go, is that real? Like, I couldn't tell. I'm listening for nuances of, could that be a real bass in there or not? But it's not important. I love the tone of it. It was back there. But this is one of those things, too, where a track like this kind of fits in with it's kind of a heartbeat setting chill track. So yeah, that's a little too fast to be a heartbeat, but it does get you in that and kind of brings you into that pacing, and then you start to chill, with or without dabs or any assistance. I'm just saying. Ammon, that was a great track. Thank you so much for bringing that into the house. Don't you agree, peoples? Hey, Michael Zen, how are you? All right, let's continue on with our cheesy cheese. Before I go cheesy cheese, I gotta make another cup of coffee. I'm not even gonna put it on a hold page. Just stand by for a second. Talk amongst yourself. I make coffee. I make coffee. I make my coffee with a K-cup. A K-cup. Because I'm too fucking lazy to make good coffee. 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 I like my microplastics in my coffee. Coffee. Yes, sir. Coffee. When they do an autopsy, they will find plastics in my body. Because I drink the K-cup coffee and I use vanilla nut creamer made of plastics. Plastics. Yes, sir. And the caffeine make my bottle small and makes my brain spin. Don't we know all? Oh shit, I'm falling apart on my lyrics. I'm just trying to... I'm thinking right now, you're probably thinking that you wished I would have put on the hold music while I was doing this, but no. No, I know that Patty Cakes is probably going to clip this. My coffee journey. Way back here. My coffee's almost ready. Ready. I hear it dripping. I won't pull my bong and go ripping. Oh shit. I don't have a bong. You guys know I can't smoke. I'm not so funny until I got my gummy and I drink my plastic coffee until I can't see. Coffee's dripping slowly like an old man pee. Prostate is shrinking. And I'm dying because I can't breathe. Oh shit. I think that's the first time I've made as much of a fool of myself than my coffee singing session. Oh my God, you say. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need coffee, huh? I was self-entertaining. Maybe I should do all my streams in the morning. I'm so creative. Okay, here we go. I should wait. I gotta look up some of you guys were like giving me a rash while I was doing that. Stand by for a second. Some of you guys left some funny shit there. That's hilarious. Microplastics in my coffee. I think I could probably do that with an ukulele, right? Everything plastic. I think that'd be a funny little spoofy track. I think that'd be pretty funny. I really think I should do that. And I'll do it kind of like, I'll perform it kind of like Beck meets Adam Sandler. on an ukulele. I suck. I make myself laugh. I can't help it. In the style of fake plastic trees. That's great. Oh my God. I'm literally going to go back and listen to that, and I'm going to sponge off of that and write maybe like a 1 minute TikTok or short version. That'd be hilarious. My creative life never ends, people, and you guys keep me creative. All right, let me take a sip of my coffee as if I need it. All right, here we go. More creamy cheese. I mean, we live cheese. It could be creamy cheese. Actually, Ammon's last song was very creamy and chill. Some cream cheese. All right, here we go. I've got it in my head now. Sorry. It's my show, man. It's disintegrating right before my very cheese. All right, here we go. All righty. Got quite a few people hanging out from the background here on the Wheel of Cheese. Thanks for dropping in your name and your song request. I look forward to hopefully landing on you. Just want to let you know, let's say you put your name on the Wheel of Cheese, you had to go away, you come back a little later. One of my mods puts the video up eventually on Odyssey videos. And then within time, I end up putting it up on my YouTube channel. But sometimes I get multiple blocks and I just say, screw it, and I don't do it. But and I always do make it live or when the VOD on Twitch, but then Twitch has a lot more intense AMDC strike policy. Anyhow, here we go. See the puppet. Don't make me go to the puppets underwater. All right, here we go. Who do we got here? Well, Eleganza. Ammon, is this your friend that you were talking about? Let's see what Eleganza wants. Eleganza wants some music. Okay. I did notice some people did make donos today. This is just a Wheel of Cheese day, but who knows? I might come back actually. Hang on. Maybe a little later today. I'll come back tomorrow. And we'll just do the dono makeups. Oh, Eleganza, here he goes. Eleganza would like a track from the artist Susanne Sundfør. Blómi by Norwegian singer-songwriter and multiple instrumentalist Susanne Sundfør is a jazz-inspired track from her 6th album of the same name, Blómi, meaning to bloom. Oh, Blómi, sorry. The album weaves together the life lessons she's learned from her scholarly grandfather with her new emotions of being a first-time mother. In a folk pop album filled with lush piano, spoken word, and soaring saxophones, this track always stuck out to me. Hope all of you enjoy that one. Sorry, a little tongue twisty there. All right, let's go. This is from Eleganza, winner here on the Wheel of Cheese. Let's see what we got here for everybody here. Beautiful voice.
Nobody told you that the ladies in black will.
I like how the engineer created a hole by putting the snare and then reflecting over here. Beautiful pocket for the vocals, for the mix.
What the hell is the purpose of all of this circus when summer is soon and the crocuses are in bloom?
has an upright piano sense to the piano tone, sneaking in a little sax there. Little reverb pull from that. Some pulls from early Pink Floyd. Ooh, I love that sax. It's there as a color, but it's beautiful. That was like, I love that. Definitely not cut and paste files on a DAW, you know if you know. Oof, this is beautiful. Eleganza. What a beautiful track. Absolutely stunning track. From her vocal performances, you know, you can feel every bit of emotion and passion through what she's going through and kind of how you described what the song was about. At the very beginning, like I said, I pointed out it was a very unique engineering choice to sculpt out that middle by placing the drum, the snare a little off to the left and having the, 1 millisecond return on the right side as kind of an ambient snapback. The addition to the sax too, which you did warm me up to saying that it was coming. I loved how it snuck in. It wasn't something that just showed up in an arrangement and with a riff and came in. It was slowly being merged into her arrangements with her tones and stuff like that in support of the airiness of what she had as a vocalist. But you can hear, the reed, if you would, aspect of that playing, that slight little buzzing in the background. Then, of course, it grew into its own line. Really super beautiful creative background vocals. Not only in the sense of, like, for instance, there was that one section where it was really, really an incredible standout part of the song, but also it really felt like she sang each pass. The perfection and imperfection, if you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who are just music, the pure listeners, today with technology, aligning every syllable and S and everything, you know, a lot of times, especially in pop contemporary music, is a big thing. It's almost, you have to do it. An engineer, it's that thing that you do. So everything sounds extremely perfect. Whereas if you're going to layer 8 tracks of your own vocals, and even though you're a great singer and you're spot on, there's always an S or a breath or something that kind of is a little more on the attack or a little less on the attack or lasts a little longer on the tail, and that gives it that very live vibe, you know. And then there was also some other things too that were going on in the background that I thought could have been some padded work, but I couldn't tell. I was actually just really involved in the track. That's a really super good sign. And then another thing I want to just kind of dig out with on this track before I bail is her riffs, which that was a horrible impression. I'm not a singer. I loved that it was legato. You know, if you don't know what legato is, it's connecting it all together instead of it being very, emphasized percussively. It was all beautifully tied together. So I just loved it. Thank you. Hey, Didiu Cito, welcome to the chat. All right, let's continue with some more cheesy. I'm dying here. All right, let's set up for some cheese here. I had to refresh the wheel. Oops, made a mistake. All right, let's go. Cheese update. Oh, a lot of cheese in there. Lots of cheese. Let's spin. Oh, nobody wants me to spin. I don't see any spin in the chat. I think I'll just take a break and have a glass of water then. Wash down some of this caffeine. You guys been watching the sunrise behind me, haven't you? There we go. A Petrucci Core 5, or formerly known as MP3 Junkie. All right, that's enough spin. Let's go. Let's see who's going to win this one here. Let's go. Who is it? Who is it? It's going to be... It looks like it's going to be Jerdman. How are you, Jerdman? It's been a minute since I've seen your name pop up through here. I hope you're doing well. Jerdman would like us to listen to... this looks like it's an OST from a game. Let me see. It says here, Snakemouth Den is the first dungeon and chapter of Bug Fables, 2019. Tristan Eric composed the soundtrack. Is this an anime or is this a game? Let me know. Anyhow, this is from the... Oh, it says game. Game OST, Bug Fables. The name of this song is Snakemouth Den. Okay, let's go. Kind of giving me Leanne Rimes vibes, isn't it? I love the build-up in changing the instrumentation on the melody. That was really nice. Started off very thin, then it got lo-fied, and now it's taken to another level. It's great. A little spooky area, probably. Little hints of chiptune-ish. There's a little bit of a 60s beach little salsa-ish-y vibe, maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I love this. This is a great track. I might just have to get the game just to listen to the music. Sounds like a repeat, but I love this. It's like a little secret space. You must be going through the game or something, gathering things and doing things like that, yeah. A very low saw wave. I'm more of a square wave. German, that was a great track. Actually, it was one of the kind of tracks that I wanted to kind of, segue. There's been some great music here, and this is a wonderful track to segue in a couple more wheels of cheese before I bail. A lot of things that I loved about this. One of them is how the composer took the melody and started off with a little tinny, stingy thing kind of vibe to it, and then let it grow into a completely different, shifted the tones completely by doing this kind of pseudo lo-fi choice of mallet, maybe a xylophone-ish or a marimba. It wasn't as bright as a xylophone, but it had a little marimba kind of vibe to it, and it got a little more spacier, a little more headier, and then it grew into the next iteration of that melody, which spread out a little more, and the dynamics of the instrumentation got a little more heady, listening to it, in headsets and stuff like that. I also like the little turnaround, got a little secretively, got a little kind of like spooky, like you're doing things. You never know if you're gonna, run into like get stung by a bee or something. I don't know why I say that. I think because the bee is the very first thing I see, but I'm gonna actually take a look at this game over in Steam. Is it a Steam game? Can I check it out there or no? All right, let's continue on. Thanks, Jerdman. Oh, it's like, Inspector Gadget, too. I just saw your comment. Yeah, it's got that vibe. Okay, how about some more cheesy cheese? It is on stream. Okay, I got to check that out. Thanks, buddy. Okay, more Wheel of Cheese, please. Here we go. Okay. If you see you, I see you. Hoot-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's go. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. As if. And it's going to be... Oh, Brexter. Brexter, are you here? Brexter wants us to check out, let me see. We're definitely shifting gears here from that fun little game to, I'm hoping we haven't done this version before. Where's Brexter? He's not here. He's not even in the house. Somebody ping him over on Discord. Whoever has the pinging power. Or the disc. Oh, there he is. Hey, Brexter, how are you, buddy? Okay, this is what Brexter's bringing in there. This is a band called Blacktop Mojo. And the name of the track is In the Air Tonight. You guys ready? Let's see what the Brex is bringing in here. This is that place where you never know when you expect to not to expect to expect.
All right. Tell them where we're at.
What's up, everybody? We're here at Trinity River Distillery here in beautiful Fort Worth, Texas.
Yep.
We had to come pick old Captain Murtis up from Love Field in Dallas, and we decided to slip on over here and hang out with our buddies. It's actually the master distiller right here.
Look at this guy. What's up?
Oh, he was pulling on his vape.
This is the guy that mixes up this whiskey.
I'm out of company. Yeah, we brought a special bottle up here.
Oh, did we?
We got a
Just for the
special bottle.
Serenade episode.
This is for the Serenade episode.
Serenade.
So if you look
Nice
up here,
reverb in
this
that reverb in that
distillery's
room,
about,
huh?
3,000
Reverb in that
feet
verb.
high, and it's an old ranch-style bean factory that used to be here.
Yeah.
And, so it's got some good natural reverb, so we decided we'd come down here and we'd do a little song for you guys.
All right.
Try it out.
Let's see what y'all got. You act like you're professionals or something.
We're not. Far from it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Ooh, wow.
Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all of my life. Oh Lord.
What a great voice.
Can you
feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, if you told me you were drowning, how would I lend a hand? I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own.
I love the background there, but it's very subtle. This is what's great about catching a live performance like this.
Know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
That background vocal there, taking it into the major push.
Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all of my life.
Then he went into the more of the background I was expecting.
Will I remember? No, I remember, don't worry.
Yeah, everybody did that, right? Dun 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 dun. Good call, Jake. And
Last time we ever met. Well, I know the reasons why you keep your silence on. No, you don't fool me. The hood doesn't show. The face it goes. No stranger to you.
okay, everybody go. Ready?
Coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming?
Wow. Woo. What a voice. Damn. That's coming from a place, man. Yes, sir.
Any last words?
Drink Texas Silver Star whiskey.
You got to give the distillery a plug in there for letting them come in and use that mill or whatever that was. That was great. It doesn't get any better for me than a performance like that, because it is just so. Even if they said at the last minute, hey man, we should just sing a song. Let's do that cover that we do when we do this with an acoustic guitar, and let's come over here and let's do it because of the reverb and stuff. It was, first of all, his voice, full stop, epic. Of course, when you stand on the shoulder of giants, what I mean is you're covering an incredible song with an incredible melody from Phil Collins. But for all of us, though, and is what Jakin had popped in there, is like in our mind, we know that song so well that we're playing the other instruments in the background. Even though I was early, I think, with the ba-dum, 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 dun, 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 because I just was following something else here. But we all got in on it. And that's just one of those magical, mystical moments of that kind of live performance that just brings out the way I've been smiling through the whole thing. You know, I thought it was just super badass. I wish sometimes that we'd hear a higher percentage of music performed in that capacity. Just to give us a little life in the world of heavily produced music. I'm just saying. Great choice. Dang. That was Shockadoobies. Do 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 do. All right. Let's go for some more cheese. Boy, I've been cheesing it for a long time. We watched the sun come up. Now the sun is up for my breakfast session here. All right. Let's populate and run. Ready? And hiccup. Go. Who is it? Who is it? Crossface Buffalo. Crossface Buffalo. Let's see what Crossface Buffalo wants with us here. You're going to bring into the house. All right. There you are. Yeah, that was close, wasn't it? All right. Earthworm Jim is a 1994 run and gun platform game developed by Shiny Entertainment, featuring an earthworm named Jim, yes, sir, who wears a robotic suit and battles the forces of evil. The game was released for the Sega Genesis and subsequently ported to a number of other video game consoles. This track plays during the first level. All right, gamers, you ready? This is some music coming from Earthworm Jim. The name of the track is New Junk City, brought to us by Crossface Buffalo winning the Wheel of Cheese. All right. $1994, 16-bit. Are we crossing over yet, or are we in 16-bit now? Oh, I love the sequence. Oh. Giving me a little bit of the Harold Faltermeyer vibes. I love the I love the phrasing there. The abrupt gating on the snare actually matches the 16th beat marker. I love that knockoff clav sound, the left hand. See, this is giving me the Harold Faltermeyer vibes. Anybody remember that composer? He did Fletch. The gate on the kick too. Yeah, he's a buzzy earthworm, isn't he? The accent on that phrasing. Switched up the MIDI. He decided to assign that pattern to the kind of like analog marimba. Hear it? He gives us these little tasty phrases and switches up the MIDI assignments and the tones. Well done. For a video game, this works. This tracks. God, it reminds me so much of Harold Faltermeyer. It's not a bad thing. Axel F is right. That was another one, Axel Foley. That's right, he did that one too. It's gonna loop. This must have been a fun place in the game where this went down. But it's intoxicating and it didn't drive me nuts. So in other words, you know, if you're playing a game, depending on what you're listening it through, if it's headsets or something like that, if this is pulled back in the back, it's definitely not something that's abrasive to the ears on the high end when you get very synthy like that. But he did have a really, he or she, whoever the composer is, did have a lot of little callback and answer backs and melodies that he would switch around with assigning MIDI channels just to a different one, maybe repeating a pattern, but then assign it somewhere else and do it, you know. So love that track, very fun, but definitely gave me the Harold Faltermeyer vibes. Was it? Didn't Harold Faltermeyer? He did both Fletch and Beverly Hills Cop, didn't he? But it reminded me of that. You guys remember that melody from Harold Faltermeyer? Was that Axel F? Or was that? I think that's Fletch. I don't know. At least my brain can remember the melody, right? I'm impressed with my brain. It can remember. Well, it doesn't surprise me that my mind remembers so much music more than anything else, because we know music cures the memory, or quickens. Okay. Thanks, Crossface Buffalo, for that. Okay, how about some more cheese, please? Time to refresh. Okay, let's go. Who do we got? Tyler? Tyler, you win. Tyler wants us to check out. Are you here still, Tyler? Hanging out? Okay, Tyler may not be here. He knows where to find the music. It looks, oh, there he is. Look, you won, bub, on the Wheel of Cheese. In his message is, what is he saying here? An all-time favorite of mine. Okay, so this is the artist, Lemon Jelly. The name of the track is Nice Weather for Ducks. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, I know. Wait, something went wrong here. Stand by. There was a double Dutch fudge here in the URL. Let's try this. No, it won't let me do it. Stand by. Hang on for a second. Let me do this. Sorry, guys. It's not a Jeeves fail. It's just a link copy fail. Nope, it's not letting me do it. Okay, wait. Let me do one more thing. It was how it was put into the form. So give me a second. I'm going to clear everything here. Open up a new window really quick. Let me do it this way and see if it'll work. There we go. I made it happen. I'm not too old to figure this shit out. Well, this is cool. This is a great track. I'm really enjoying the video too. It's great. Watching this, you never realize right now the world's going through what it's going through. This is what music's about. I like the guitar work. It's subtle, the acoustic, but listen. Oh shit, that was a cheer. I thought it was part of the arrangement. It came in right at a perfect time. This is like a super motivational, upbeat, wonderful track that reminds me of Fish Heads. Remember the song Fish Heads? Happy fishing, fish heads, fish heads, fish heads. This is such a great upbeat track. Nice little muted trumpet there. Ooh, that bass. Come on now. Ooh, we get into some salsa issue. Hey, yeah. Boom, 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 bye. Having the best time ever, whoever wrote this track and put it together. Oh, a little off to the side there, a little side salad on the trumpet. Is that Keanu Reeves in the video? What a great track. I love that track. It was so fun, upbeat, brought everybody into a really good space. At least that's what it felt like for me. At the very beginning, I didn't know what to expect because he opened up with that little crunchy lo-fi voice and stuff, and the video looked a little campy and stuff like that. But it blew up into a wonderful, positive, uplifting track. And very clean and crispy, very, very band-oriented. I love the addition of the trumpets going through it, and even his melody. But it did remind me of fish heads, and rolling fish heads, swimming in the ocean. Fish heads, floating in the soup. Anybody remember that? Then you definitely were born in the 1900s. I'm just saying. All right, I think I got one more in me. Yeah, guys? I'm hitting my 2-hour mark, and I'm feeling a little stress in my throat. So let's refresh. Okay, let's see what we got here. You know what? I'm you know, it's cloudy. I do have work I need to do around here. I'm almost sure that I might come back in for a little more cheese, probably a little early in the afternoon my time. And I'll leave this form as it is, so I won't refresh the form so that when I go back into cheese, I just have things I want to do today. I want to clean my garage. I want to take a walk. I need to be outside, even though most of my life is outside. I need to go. So this could be that Sunday of, you know, the Abbacado Music Church. You know, there's always a a seance or what do you ceremony or what do you call it when the morning thing and the afternoon thing. There's a word for that. I don't know. I'm obviously not religious, so that I don't get it. So anyhow, yeah. No routine, ritual, sermon? No, sermon isn't it. Worship? No, I don't know. Mass, something, I don't know. The religions, they all have their different ways of calling their sessions. I don't know. Anyhow, so I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to can it, and then I'm going to keep the forum live, and I'll come back in about 5 or 6 hours, and then you guys can do and have fun too and do your thing. So, sorry. Let me refresh my list. One more cheesy, please. Uh-oh. What just happened to my oh, there it is. Siesta. Service. That was it. Service, La Cremosa. Thank you for the save. Services. That's what it is. A service. Morning service, afternoon service. So this was a morning service of cheese. And then we'll have an afternoon service of cheese. I'll make sure that the cheese goes back in the refrigerator so it doesn't get moldy, though. All right, here we go. I'm just going to stop talking. Let me just do one last spin here because I'm losing my caffeinated mind. Tyler, thank you so much. That was a great track. Here we go. All right. This is the last spin of cheese for the Sunday morning service of Cheesy Nerdaholics for music. Here we go. Who's the last one for this session? Oh, and Jack Zero gets served and passed again. Sorry, Jackie. Oh, my goodness. Parka Pal, though. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. All right, here we go. Let's see what the Parka Pal wants us to check out. Is Parka here? I don't think, they come in, they put in their thing, maybe here in the background while they're doing what they do. Oops, let me figure this out. Oh, how come it's not working? No, it is working. I'm just having a hard time. Oh, it was right next to Panty Cakes. All right, here we go. Stand by. All right, here we go. This is let me see here. Okay, so this is from Parka Pal, who wins our Wheel of Cheese. And the name of this track or his message is Conan is a Somali-Canadian rapper, singer-songwriter, and filmmaker. His family fled Somalia during the Civil War when he was 13, living briefly in New York before moving to Toronto. In his new environment, Conan began learning English, partly by listening to hip-hop albums by artists like Nas and Rakim. A lot of his discography is written in the context of his upbringing. His biggest hit, which you may recognize, is Wavin' Flag, which was used as a 2010 FIFA World Cup anthem. This track off of his second album is reimagining a track from his first album with a different production style and addition of Kirk, Hammett, and Metallica as a contributor. Would not have ever thought I was going to be reading that in the same phrase there. So that's a blend of influences there. All right, guys, so let's do this. This is from Parka Pal winning the morning service Wheel of Cheese. And the name of the artist is Conan. And the name of the song is If Rap Gets Jealous. That's a creative title. All right, guys, let's go.
Yeah. Let me introduce me. I don't got a pack due to the fact I'm Africa's rap Bruce Lee. Plus they've been trying to shoot
Rap
me
Bruce Lee, I like that.
so I ain't never scared. You can YouTube me. Where I'm from, they will pull your card, mister. You ain't hard, mister. I was initiated to manhood at 13, and it wasn't a bar mitzvah. I break a bottle on you like a bad bartender.
Wow, what great lyrics.
I got war in me, so let me vent it out. I don't expect you to feel my pain.
Wow.
With respect to the rules of the game. They don't apply 'cause I made it this far. Stage dive like I get a rock star. And if rap gets jealous, 'cause I rock heavy, it don't
Jeez.
motherfuckers don't get it. So if rap gets jealous, 'cause of where I'm headed. I used to be public enemy, don't forget it. And if rap gets jealous, 'cause I rock heavy, it don't worry me if motherfuckers don't get it. So if rap gets jealous, baby I'm a menace. You know, I came to bring the pain. I'll admit it, I could spit it like a
What a
fitted
great
cap.
blend.
That means tight and won't stop like a city cap. That means I'm not white,
dual bass going on there. So digging that.
Family and friends getting patched up again. You can ask over. The hood is harder than you thought, like a 50 chain getting snatched in Angola. I don't expect you to feel my pain, but with respect to the rules of the game, they don't apply because I made it this far. Stage dive like I get a rock.
God, this section gets as rock as it can get. Kind of a Chili Peppers vibe, yeah? The bass line is bringing the flea of Peppers into this for me. Good play with the engineering. Even with a solo, really? Talking about sticking to the roots of rock. Also, it's the tone of the guitars here that's giving me a little bit of that Peppers vibe. I love that line. If rap is jealous, maybe I'm a menace. Parka, you showed up. What a great track. An absolutely wonderful track. Great blend. I did not for 1 second expect the rock to come in the way it is, even though as I was reading your paragraph at the very end, you did say, and I was like, well, I wasn't expecting to read that. Whoever produced this and did the arrangements did an absolutely incredible job of the hybrid of the genres without it making it sound like a needle skip, you know, like an abrupt change because they decided to throw rock in here or this there or whatever. It's a through and through. Love this guy's lyrics or rhymes, that's what it's called. And I was prepped for the story because of how you wrote that, where he came from, what he went through and stuff. So he had some great opening lyrics in there and his cadence. But this whole blend, that whole rock vibe, and 70s solid pentatonic style guitar playing and everything. But I do, as far as like in my experience in listening to music or my discography, my brain of music, it did lean into the Chili Peppers kind of vibe. I forget which song, not Californication maybe-ish. When the punch came to punch, though, the hook was in it within 45 seconds. I was looking at the time and go, man, this guy went right in on the hook there. And then, but when the guitars cleaned up, I think, even though it was distorted and a little more overdriven, that's where also, not only the bass line had that flea-esque kind of vibe, but the guitar tones also had that kind of, who was the guitar player that was before, who was the original Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar player? I can't remember. Had that tone of the guitars, you know, so that was very influential.